Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to the Book Studio channel here. Yeah, I'm just showing this beautiful Epiphone Joe Pass. I'll go $3.99 on it if you PayPal me the money as a friend. It really sounds nice. Yeah, I want to continue to talk about the guitar ladder system because, I mean, every day people are ordering the guitar ladder system and they're always saying to me later, I wish I would have done it sooner and got started on it. You know, I send out the free samples of Cycle 1 and send out a free video from hightail.com and, you know, a little bit of freebies, and they start working on it. But the bottom line, folks, is that when you work on the right material, you can take a quantum leap. Does it take time? Of course it takes a little bit of time. But it can shave years and years and years off your progress, because when you learn the right, you know, when you work on tension and resolution, when you work on my chord studies and my single note studies, your brain's going to begin to, you know, your musical ear is going to begin to open up, your musical mind's going to open up, because I'm presenting the 10 systems of improvisation to you in a very natural, organic way without a bunch of theory and everything. It opens up your right brain. Music's a right brain thing. Sure, left brain, right brain works together. But even Pat Metheny said all the interesting stuff is in the subconscious mind. I mean, you have to feed your musical mind. So I am going to continue to keep, and I'll send you Cycle 1 for free if you email me at stevezook7@yahoo.com. It's Stevezo, okay, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. But I'm going to keep talking about 1 because it's such a great cycle. Major 7, you can always flat the 5 to diminish, right? Minor. And when it gets interesting is when you start adding a little bit of shading to it, like this. A 13 flat 5. You can add it many places. You can add it here. See, and that's the whole purpose. You can, you know, go to a 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9 here. Add the 11 here. So that's what's cool about Cycle 1. I also have a variation on Cycle 1, and I have a Cycle 1 in my book, which is that. Sorry for blazing through that, but I'm just trying to get all this done here. But Cycle 1 is just a great cycle because you learn about common tones. See these 2 common tones? You learn about smooth voice leading. You learn how you kind of coming up the bass line like that while creating chords around it. Then you go down the fretboard, but then, like I said, I have a variation on 1 where you do Cycle 1, and you can add this major 13 flat 5 in a ton of places just to experiment. See, I added it there, and then I go to the diminished, and then minor. I'll add it there. I add it again. This time I'll go to a 13. See, that's the whole idea. Is in my guitar ladder system, I keep coming at you with new variations. I'm going to let that just go to voicemail. I keep coming at you with new variations on chord studies, so your brain keeps going, oh yeah, okay, I see I can do this. And even this is heavy, man. Even when you're sleeping, your subconscious mind is assimilating information, whether it's what you did during the day or somebody you saw, whatever. So that's why, by giving you the proper information in the guitar ladder system, you're actually assimilating that while you're sleeping. And that's why some people will say all of a sudden they'll sit down to the guitar and just start playing something they never played, and then where in the heck did that come from? It's because it's like giving really great soil and nutrients to a plant so it can grow. So Cycle 1 is just and email me at stevezook7, not spell it, number 7 at yahoo.com. I'll send you this, and I'll also send you an overview of Cycle 1 from Hightail so you can see how easy it is for videos to download on the guitar ladder system. Folks, you're going to get over 200 videos. You're going to get the $149 Horace Hatchett files. He's the one that taught Howard Roberts how to play when Howard Roberts was a young man in Arizona. Howard Roberts went on to form Musicians Institute in Hollywood, one of the most successful music and guitar schools in the world. Horace Hatchett also invented the Nashville system. He's taught many other great guitar players. You wouldn't even believe the list if I. But anyway, you're going to get that for free, a 6-year membership, and it's just for $199. It really is a tremendous, tremendous value. And Anyway, so cycle 1, you can also do the arpeggios for each chord. You can do 2 octaves. You know, that's minor. I kind of like to come down a scale, but you can work it. But there's so much you can do with cycle 1, especially when you start adding the shading to cycle 1. You know, here you begin to see how that works. Okay, and I could, as opposed to doing the major 13 flat 5, I could do a dominant 13. See that? Same thing here. Substitute a 13 flat 9. Okay. So I mean, the bottom line, and it's really true, is the guitar ladder system. It's a result of over 40 years of work. You know, if you just love playing guitar and you love music and you'd like to get more out of the time that you play guitar, you'd like to move ahead quicker, and you'd like to learn to understand the art and science of music without a bunch of intellectual bullshit, getting hung up in this and that and this and that. It's ear training, man. I mean, that's why the guitar ladder system works, because it's ear training. All my chord cycles all teach a little something, you know, different. Whether it's that one, the first half, that was the first half of cycle 8. You know, whether it's one like with partials. I mean, there's just a really huge amount of material here, and you know, if you just the thing about playing guitar is if you just play guitar, it's great. We all just do it. But if you just use some real focus, work on the right material an hour a day or so, you're really going to get a ton more out of it, and you'll reach a level of playing, understanding music that becomes intuitive. You'll actually begin to hear your own musical ideas on a deeper level, and then be able to find them on the guitar, and it's just a fun thing. And it has a lot to do with even Joe. I studied with Joe Pass when I was a young man. I'm 62 now. Well, you don't look 62, Steve. Well, thank you very much. Sometimes I feel it. Anyway, I studied with Joe Pass, and he used to always say, I've said this a million times, but it's true, if you just learn how to put chords together a new way every couple of weeks or so, you're just going to make huge, huge strides. He didn't say quantum leaps, but that's the same thing. That's why the guitar ladder system is so powerful, folks, and I am excited about it because it works. I get letters from people all the time just saying they love the journey that they're on. They can see the viability of it. Like, here's another good example: 4 chord to major 13 flat 5. See, that's nice, smooth voice leading. And then maybe I'll resolve somewhere else. So that's 4. So that's just, 4 chord, which is part of chordal harmony, all perfect fourths. It's got a note on the top. So that's why it's so important to, like I said, if you enjoy music and you enjoy guitar, my suggestion is invest, I know it sounds really corny in today's world, but, bring a little bit of have a positive attitude about the guitar ladder system. Don't let your mind talk you out of it, and have a positive attitude about your ability to grow as a musician. I know we all get a little frustrated at times with our playing. I know I have. There's been times when especially when I was younger, where I'd listen to myself and go, man, I got a lot of work to do, And it's a never-ending journey, and that's what's so beautiful about music and playing guitar, is it's a never-ending journey, and you just keep growing and learning. And that's what's so nice about the guitar ladder system, is that when you give yourself the right tools, the learning gets faster. You shave years off your progress. Like I said, you're going to begin to understand music on an intuitive level. So my suggestion is you can go to stevezookguitars.com, invest in $199. You're really going to be happy with the results you're going to get. And this system is what you're looking for in order to take some leaps and really move forward. And there's nothing like it. I've looked at everything. I'm not saying everything else out there is junk, but nothing has the legacy of my stuff. My material, it's all my own original material. It's all my own original stuff. But the legacy of it goes back to great people I've studied with, like Joe Pass and Ted Green and Horace Hatchett. It's the approach. The reason the reason Joe Pass was such a great player, because he learned to improvise all over his guitar. He learned how to just play chords and just go all over the place. And I remember seeing Joe Pass live a few times, and he'd be playing and he'd just be taking off, having a ball. And he actually would say, does anybody know what I'm playing? Because he was having fun improvising. But it's that improvisation. It's that ability to stretch yourself out and improvise chordally. Of course, you're going to throw single notes in there, but it's that ability to improvise, which is really going to just expand your musical mind and your musical ear. And you can apply that to anything you want. So anyway, my suggestion is, if you've been following me for a while, if you love playing guitar, just go to stevezookguitars.com, order, invest in $199, you're going to be stoked. You're going to get 6-year membership, over 200 videos, the Horace Hatchett files for free, which is a $149 value, and all this 6-year membership. All this material, by the way, seriously would cost you thousands if you were taking private lessons from me, but I've got it all stored at hightail.com, so I've made the price crazy low. This is just a great, great value. I have it low so people will buy it, and it's doing pretty good. But like I said, go ahead and jump on the journey with me. You can send me emails once in a while. Ask questions, and it's really we'll have a lot of fun. But nothing feels better than to start moving forward with your musical, ear. And again, this is not a particular genre. It doesn't matter if you're into country, rock. And this is, by the way, for intermediate to advanced players. And if you're a beginner, but you can do a bar chord and you have some strength in your hands, you could handle this for sure. And you got 6 years, so there's no rush. But the great thing about it is I'm going to wake up your musical ear. You're going to progress so much faster than if you're just doing the normal stuff. And if you're an intermediate player to advanced player, but you'd like to be a better composer, you'd like to be able to hear your musical thoughts on a deeper level, you'd like to maybe come up with your own arrangements of standards, you'd like to write original music regardless of the style. And you can hear some of my music, by the way, at stevezookguitars.com. Go to the Guitar Ladder tab. But this stuff works, folks. It really works. So I hope to see you. And like I said, if you want Cycle 1, email me, stevezook, the number 7 at yahoo.com, not 7 spelled out, and I'll send this to you. But like I said, my suggestion is don't overthink it. If you're feeling, the hunch about the Guitar Ladder system, just invest the $199. I guarantee you this will be the best $199 you've ever spent in your life. And this is what you're looking for in terms of making some real progress on your guitar and loving music. All right? Okay, this is available, by the way, $399. It's a really nice guitar. I'm really enjoying playing it. And $399 comes with the case. $399, need you to PayPal me as a friend. If that's a problem, we'll work something else out. Anyway, take care. Keep the positive faith.